Good evening. We present the news summary. The Minister for Tourism, Sylvester Radugon, recently visited several small tourist establishments on La Digue with the aim to assess their conditions and standards in place. The Minister expressed his satisfaction with the quality of these small tourist businesses on the island. He was accompanied by a delegation from the Department of Tourism. This afternoon, the National Assembly approved the budgets of 3 entities under the auspices of the Ministry of Agriculture, Climate Change and Environment, headed by Minister Flavien Joubert. The first budget was for the Landscape and Waste Management Agency, 317.4 million rupees. The Energy Commission has a sum of 16.1 million rupees, and the Seychelles Meteorological Agency has 172.5 million rupees. All 3 budgets received almost unanimous approval, with nobody voting against. The Department of Agriculture is using the increase of 23.4 million rupees in its budget for next year to carry out several capital projects, including the construction of markets, removal of silt from rivers, and also new facilities for the benefit of farmers. The department has received 142.1 million rupees. And the Department of Climate Change and the Department of Environment will use their increase in its budget to finance primarily several coastal and drainage projects that fall into effort to combat the impact of climate change in the country. It is also adopting a new approach to fighting invasive plants. This morning, the National Assembly approved the budgets for the 2 departments, 107 million rupees, which is 9.9 million rupees more than the 2024 budget. A delegation from the Seychelles National Assembly recently attended an inter-parliamentary seminar in Madagascar. Its goal was to strengthen the capacity of parliamentarians to promote youth engagement and stability in the Indian Ocean region. Another aim was to discuss the establishment of a regional youth parliament to provide a concrete forum for the voices of the youth in the Indian Ocean. The Finance and Public Accounts Committee recently met with a delegation from the International Monetary Fund. Discussions were focused mainly on the review of the Public Finance Management Act. Other topics discussed included the management of the public accounts, reviews of practices and manuals, as well as best practices. The meeting served to address the way forward in terms of consistency in the engagement between the FPAC and the IMF. Joy Holder, a member of the Youth Assembly, the Youth Assembly has approved a motion asking the Ministry of Education and other relevant partners to implement programs with the aim to reduce discrimination in schools. This was the second motion proposed during last week's session of the National Youth Assembly. The motion embraces equality between both genders and also suggests amendments to the hair policy in schools, as well as to address bullying. All members present, 15 in total, voted in favor of the motion. And artists and entrepreneurs in the cultural creative industry from member countries of the Indian Ocean Commission they are meeting to discuss several ways in which they can benefit and take advantage of the opportunities available in the industry. The 6 Indian Ocean Commission member countries participating are Mauritius, La Réunion, Seychelles, Comoros, Mozambique, and Madagascar. The session will last for 2 days. And this was the news summary. More news at 8 p.m.